Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about this modification I've done to my desk fan. And you're probably wondering, Nick, why are you posting a video on Q Computer Channel about your desk fan? Well, as we all know, most computer techies sitting in front of a computer at a desk would like to have some sort of cooling when the room temperature gets pretty hot. So most computer users will have a little desk fan sitting on their desk blowing air on them. And this little fan right here, I've seen these go for as cheap as like $3 or so at Walmart when they're on clearance. These usually run, I believe, about $6 or so. These are little bitty so-called high velocity desk fans. And I just want to tell you about something I've done to this thing. The big problem with these fans is they claim to be high velocity, but the thing is they normally don't blow a whole bunch of air. I mean, the fan itself is built really well. It has a good fan cage. Has a decent little motor. It's a little shaded pole motor, common on many fans, and just simple run-of-the-mill fan, single speed, on-off switch on the back. The thing I done to this fan was I replaced the fan blade in it. There's a stock fan blade. Is that cheap or what? Really cheap aluminum. It's like the same thickness as this soda can. No lie. And originally what I'd done was I took this fan apart. I took the screws off. There's 3 screws on this cage to get the front of the cage off. And the first thing I tried to do was bend these blades up a little bit, because I mean this thing is so cheap. There's nothing to bending the blades on this little fan blade. And in the process of doing that, the actual fan blade itself popped off of the piece that bolted onto the motor, which I already threw that away, so I don't have it here to show you. But it's real easy to remove off the motor. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver to take the screw off the shaft, and it slides right off. And I just happen to have a 5-blade fan blade from a different kind of fan that was sticking around. And it's funny to note, last year I made me a little desk fan that ran on 12 volts using a motor that come out of a VCR tape rewinder. Well, eventually the combinator disintegrated and the motor shorted out, so that was the end of that. So I just took the fan blade off that little fan and stuck it in here, which is a perfect little fit for the motor. And now this fan blows a whole lot more air. You might be able to hear the wind noise in the camera. Anyways, if you happen to come across one of these fans at Walmart for real cheap, it's recommended that you try to modify it, because I mean it's got a decent little motor on it. It's just a really sorry fan blade. I mean, just have a look at this. Barely any pressure at all, and I can just bend this blade all to pieces. Anyways, any questions or comments, feel free to ask.